What's going on, people? How you doing? How you living? So I want to compare these two. It's the Switch and the PS Vita. Both of these are something people compare, and unrightfully so. Unrightfully so. Okay, this is a great system, but the company is responsible for its failure. This is a great system, and the company has very little to do with its success. Very different. Very different. The company is responsible for the Vita failing completely. It has nothing to do with us as Sony fans or even, Sony portable fans. I love Sony handhelds. Not gonna lie, I do. I prefer Nintendo handhelds always, but this is a good system. I'm not gonna lie, it's a great system. Um, I just wish the company would have supported it the right way. It's my favorite Xseed machine on the market. It really is. I have majority of Xseed games for this machine alone. Throw it over there. This machine, good machine. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild definitely helped sales within its first year. Mario Odyssey did the same thing. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe did the same. You can be mad at the re-releases that are on the Nintendo Switch. However, you have to remember majority of these games were on a system that was only 13.5 in sales when it came to last generation. Meaning, unless 13 million people owned Mario Kart 8 or Splatoon 1 or Mario Kart 8, I think I already said that one. Mario Kart 8, Splatoon, and a handful like Pokemon Tournament or Pokken Tournament, whatever the fuck it's called. A very, very small number of people actually played those games and actually owned them, myself included. I own a Wii U and I own Mario Kart 8, but I did not buy Captain Toad, I did not buy Pokken Tournament, I did not buy anything else. I bought all the re-releases on the Switch. Switch has a bigger install base. The company is definitely paying more attention, doing more of the right things here. However, it is not first party IPs that have sold this machine. You can say that all you want to make yourself feel better, but I doubt anybody else is well, probably a couple people, but not as high a number of people are walking around with their Switch in a skin such as mine, meaning they bought the Legend of Zelda one. There are many skins out there, but if you skin your console like I did with this, then chances are you're a huge fan of the franchise. Like you're a super mega fan, right? People, yes, bought Zelda because it's very highly recommended when you buy a Switch. But I wouldn't say that leads to a success. There are many factors here that are why this is successful. One of them is the portability aspect and the handheld side of it. And the reason the Vita failed had nothing to do with its portability, had nothing to do with its gaming library, it had everything to do with the company and its mismanagement and purposely misstepped learning opportunities from the PSP that they didn't carry over to the PS Vita. Very much. This thing basically took everything wrong with the Vita and turned it on its head. Proprietary memory cards has never been a thing with Nintendo. What else? This can actually throw a picture to the television. The Vita cannot do that. This also does not stream games. If you have a Switch, you have a Switch library of games. You're not using the Wii U to stream Wii U titles to the Switch. That's not how it works. That's not what's going on here. People keep getting that factor confused. The PlayStation Vita streams, meaning the PS4 is where the game is at. You can be out and about, but you're streaming that game from your home console. This goes with you, and so do the games. They're not sitting at home on another console. That doesn't exist. So, comparing the two, they're very, very different. Very, very different. Also, I can do this. I don't see the Vita being able to do that. That is a very big thing. By the way, if you think the Switch wasn't gonna ever come to fruition, this is basically a Wiimote. basically. Okay? They've been playing this for a long time, and you can tell from it. You have the Wiimote, the gamepad from the Wii, okay, and then the actual screen here for like with the Wii U gamepad. Like, there's so many things that you can take from Nintendo's previous 2 generations to throw into why this is a thing. Okay, there is no docking station for the PlayStation Vita to where you could throw the image on the screen. The only way you're able to do that is if you buy a peripheral called the PlayStation TV. And PlayStation TV, sorry I just hit the wall, the PlayStation TV was highly unsuccessful as well. Only certain games worked with it. You couldn't play every Vita title. Just couldn't do it. So, when you consider all these things, yes, they're both portable, and I understand why you want to argue they're the same, but logically thinking here, they're so different that unfortunately you can't really argue they're the same. You might be able to throw the picture from the Vita onto the TV screen. I'm not 100% sure, but I remember the peripheral that came out for the PSP, and that thing was garbage. Okay, yes, you could take a little cord and plug the Vita into, or not the Vita, but plug the PSP into your TV, and it was trash. Nobody bought it. Nobody used it. I don't know if they made another one of those for the Vita. Maybe they did. I don't know. But I know the biggest catch for the Vita was streaming, again, like PS Now, streaming the game from the console to the PS Vita. Completely different aspects there. This is an actual console, one console where you play all your content if you have Nintendo content for this. You are not reliant to have a PS4 or a Nintendo Wii to use this, okay? Like you are for the PS Vita. You have to have the PS4. If you don't, guess what? Your library shrinks substantially. Yes, you can buy digital like everything else. The problem with that is the proprietary memory cards are only 64 fucking gigs, so your gaming library is going to be small in comparison. Whereas with this, 32 gigs built in, and then you can upgrade to, I believe it's like 200 on the SD side right now. Not 100% sure on that. I know for a fact you can get 128. But again, you can increase the size, and it's got built-in memory, something the Vita did not have. So when comparing the two, it's like comparing apples and oranges here, man. They're similar because they're round and they have color, yet their taste is different, their texture is different. There's so many more differences between the two than similarities, okay? So I'm hoping that this can finally put that to rest, because that's something a lot of people have been talking to me about. And I'm like, look, I own a Vita. I own a Switch. I know the differences because I handle both of them, and I play substantial amount of gameplay on both of them. And when I say substantial, to me, meaning 40 hours or more. Okay? I don't have time like I did when I was in high school, where I could come home after high school, plop down in front of the TV, and just play until time to go to sleep. I don't have that time anymore, okay? I have a job that I work 9+ hours at. I have a girlfriend who requires attention. I have bills to pay. All these things cut into that playtime. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, I could be late and destroy my credit even though it's already not good. I could do that. I could not pay my bills. I could not go to work. I could do all that and have substantially more time to play these games. But I kind of like being able to afford the games. I kind of like being able to go out and buy what I want. So playtime just kind of gets cut down. I mean, honestly, I'm only at like 90-something hours on Breath of the Wild. I've beaten it, but I haven't touched the DLC. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't want to start it and then wait 6 months, forget what the fuck I'm doing. You do what I'm saying? So, that being said, I just feel like this was necessary to talk about. Alright? And I'm going to have another video later on today because something came out from Xbox. Phil said something somewhere, and I gotta go read the article, and I'll talk about it later, because anytime Xbox says something about anything and it's not really anything important, I don't know why they do that. But Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this article will have something into it. So I'm gonna go read it and find out and make a video about it, and I'll see you guys then. Deuces.